If you're having struggles in your marriage, there is grace to manage that man, to live at peace with that man, and stop quarreling with him. Ask God for it. Give me grace to understand my husband. Give me grace to live happily with him. Stop telling God to change him. Ask for the grace. 2 Peter chapter 1, we're still in 2 Peter chapter 1. Now I'm in verse 3. In verse 3, it said, according to his divine power, he has provided for us all things that pertain to life and to godliness. Now, he provided for us grace for everything. This grace of God that we're studying provided for everything. First, for this life. Then, for your Christian life. So, you have the vertical side, you have the horizontal. Horizontal is this natural life. Then, your spiritual life. And when it comes to your spiritual life, he even pointed out that there is provision to help you live a godly life. A lot of Christians are struggling now. What some people do is that because iniquity, the prophecy, this is foresight now, you see. That's why there's nothing happening in society that shakes me. He said there is increase in terrorism, kidnapping. It doesn't bother me. Everything is prophesied. I know. I understand why those things are here. We're in the last days. But I also have understanding of the strategies, the provisions made for us to survive such times. There is grace provided for the time we're living in. There are provisions made for this time. So what do? I tap into that. So I live in a time, perilous time, like it's not perilous time. I see the effect on people, but I'm protected from the effects. The way some believers think is because they say there will be earthquake, there will be pestilence. So anytime one comes out, let's assume a pestilence like we had corona, you must collect your portion. It's not my portion. These are the things that will be happening in the last days, but there are provisions to keep us safe. There is grace for every need. When you think about the two dimensions of this, that there is provision for your natural life. If you're having struggles in your marriage, there is grace to manage that man, to live at peace with that man, and stop quarreling with him. Ask God for it. Give me grace to understand my husband. Give me grace to live happily with him. Stop telling God to change him. Ask for the grace. Because what grace does is that it brings divine enablement. It lifts you to the next level. Those issues that are driving you crazy vanishes. Grace does not mean always that God has changed the circumstance. God can change me, change my life, change my circumstance. But it doesn't mean that God must change Nigeria for me to be prosperous. It doesn't mean Buhari must go before I can make my millions. No, it means I succeed in spite of whatever is going on. Remove him, bring another government that is better, I still succeed. Bring the one that is worse, I still succeed.